All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining and thanks for as we're getting our tech ready to get going. We're really excited to be here. So I'm Emily. I am the Director of Corporate and Foundation Relations with Family Equality. I am also the former organizer for many years of Family Week. I've been with Family Equality for over 5 years now. And I just got to say that my first Family Week was way back in 2003 when I came as a teenager to Family Week in Provincetown with my moms, and it was the first time I met anyone else with LGBTQ plus families like mine, and it was amazing. So I have a really, really special place in my heart. So I'm really excited to wrap up this virtual family week. We couldn't all be together, but we're still have our community, and we're still going to have some fun to wrap everything up. And I want to just get started by thanking Johnson and Johnson, their Care with Pride team, for being many year really great supporters and great friends of family equality, and in particular Family Week. I know you've seen them at Family Week over the years, and so with us now, just to say hi and share how much they're missing that great vibe of Family Week, we have Laura Sloan, who is the Johnson and Johnson Senior Customer Development Manager and Care with Pride co-lead. So Laura's here just to say hi. Thanks for joining, Laura.
Thank you, Emily. I really appreciate the opportunity to join you all today. As Emily mentioned, my name is Laura Sloan, and my preferred pronouns are she, her, and hers. I'm actually joining you today from Lower Bucks County, Pennsylvania. If anyone's familiar, it's in the Philadelphia area suburbs. And my wife and I have been married for 5 years, and she's doing her best right now to keep the dogs as quiet as possible. So I apologize in advance if they end up barking in the background to say hello. But as an employee of Johnson & Johnson, I'm a senior customer development manager, and I call on Amazon. But I'm also one of 3 Care with Pride program co-leads. And Care with Pride is extremely, extremely special to me. I've always felt personally very honored to be a part of it, and it's actually in its 9th year now. This program continues to openly champion love, equality, and care for all people within the LGBTQ plus community. And it's powered by a volunteer team of employees. Our program, it brings all 10 of our biggest J&J brands together to really live into our commitment to diversity and inclusion and champion a message of love and equality. And it's more than just a rainbow for us. Johnson & Johnson has raised over $1 million for its nonprofit partners since Care with Pride first began. And this year, you can actively help us push our donations to family equality to new heights. We've actually introduced limited edition Pride Listerine mouthwash and Neutrogena makeup wipes into the marketplace. And if you buy them on Amazon specifically, J&J will donate $5 for every purchase back to family equality. Amazon has made them super, super easy to find, as we all know that charitable donations are really needed now more than ever. And we really appreciate your consideration. And as the global COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted a lot of the in-person Pride celebrations we know and love, we've really taken a step back to reimagine what it means to celebrate Pride. Our well-established traditions like marches and parties may have been postponed, but the essence of Pride is still very much alive and well. And if we really think about it, after all, Pride was born out of resilience and courage in the face of adversity. So it's more than flags, it's more than floats. Pride is about the people in the LGBTQ and allied community. And it's a community resilience that's really been fortified by humor, dancing, love, and the joy of connection. And when the Care with Pride team learned that Family Week was canceled, we understood, but we were also saddened that the families were going to have to wait another year to experience the joy of that signature event. So in partnership with Family Equality, we're bringing you a bit of Provincetown magic to the comfort and safety of your own home. We've actually put together very special and complimentary Care with Pride packages containing some of those limited edition Pride Rep products I mentioned earlier, as well as a number of gifts for you and your entire family to help really the spirit of Family Week live on until we can all gather it again next year. So if you wish to receive a free package, all you need to do is provide your address using the link that will be provided a little bit later via the chat, and the packages will be shipped out the first half of August. And it's very easy to request a package, but we do have a limited number of total packages. They're being offered on a first come, first served basis. So act now to request yours before they're all gone. And while everyone at J&J and Care with Pride will miss seeing you and your families in Provincetown this year, we wish you all a safe and fun summer, and we're looking forward to seeing you together next year.
Fantastic. Thank you, Laura. I know I signed up. I'm so excited to get mine. It will be quite a treat, and really kind of maybe hold me over a little bit until being able to come back. Fingers crossed, knocking on wood, be in Provincetown next year. We're planning on being there. So yeah, we really miss everyone here at Family Equality and You Beyond, and can't wait to be back in person. But we really want to, in order to be back in person next year and to really make next year the special, really important year it's going to be to really bring everyone back together. We really hope that you'll consider donating to Family Equality and to support Family Week and make sure that we're strong and we're ready to be back to be creating that amazing week for everyone again, because we miss you and we want to be continuing to grow and change and adapt Family Week as we've been doing over the years. So we'll also be sharing a link that we would love your support to donate to Family Equality and support the week. So introductions are done, and now I'm really excited to wrap up a Friday and a virtual family week with some laughter. And so with us, we have our friends from IMPROVincetown. Thank you all for being here, and I'm going to let you take the show and go.
Thank you so much, Laura and Emily. Thanks for having us. We're really excited. We're in Provincetown. I'm Katie.
I'm Holly.
And I'm Ari.
And we're going to make some stuff up with you today. So feel free to give us some suggestions as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if people who might not know, improv, it is comedy and sort of like little plays, little scenes made up on the spot. So everything you're about to see, we're making up in our heads along with you. Nothing has happened before. This is a once in a lifetime thing. Any improv that happens now won't happen again. It won't be the same improv. So, and we love to go off your suggestions. So if you can write in the chat or send to the moderators, they're going to let us know, and we're going to use your suggestions to make our scenes happen.
You can also raise your hand through the app if you want to make a suggestion as well.
Yeah, and we'll leave a little time at the end for some questions if you have any. We would love to answer.
We would love nothing more. So to get us started, Ari's a criminal and needs to leave the room. Get out of here, Ari. Go.
You better be on mute. All right. So, folks, we need from you a few different things. We need what crime Ari committed. And it can't be like a real crime, like robbing the bank. It's got to be like a silly crime, like he picked his nose, or he, ate all the candy. And then we need a place, a location where that might have happened. And then we need somebody he did it with, an accomplice, like a celebrity or somebody most of us know. So we'd love those suggestions.
Remember, we're probably a lot older than you, so make sure it's somebody that we would know.
You can ask your parents or the older folks in your house to help you out, maybe. So, what crime could Ari commit? Silly crime.
What kind of a silly crime? Something super silly.
Someone could let us know. We'll wait for those suggestions.
Didn't replace the toilet paper. That's such a good one.
Let me tell you, Ari is guilty of this sometimes. Okay. And where did he do this?
Where could he have done that? We're waiting for your suggestions. Don't be shy either. Any suggestion's a good suggestion.
Suggestion is good. It's our jobs to make it happen.
In the desert with Oprah.
Gosh. With Oprah. I love it.
This is so good.
So to go over it one more time, Ari didn't replace the toilet paper. In the desert with Oprah. Okay. So we're going to call him in. Katie and I are actually interrogators sometimes.
For the FBI.
Yeah, for the FBI when we're not doing improv. So you're going to see this side of us now. We're going to interrogate him. We're going to try to get him to fess up for what he did. But of course, like we know, Ari doesn't actually know what he did. But through our interrogation, we're going to try to make him say it and admit to his crimes. And I know we can't hear you, but if we're getting close, just to send those vibes in the air, if Ari's getting close, give a little snaps, give a little like energy to the screen to help him get there, okay? And then
Scream
if
at
he
your computer if you're excited. Go for it.
go for it. And if he gets it, give him a round of applause. We might not be able to hear you, but we'll feel those positive vibes. All right, let's call him in. Can we send him a little chat? So
Come on in, Ari. Ari.
Do it all again, too. I do it all again.
You sneaky, sneaky man.
I'm quite sneaky.
you scoundrel.
Oh, you're a
I like
snake.
all things S.
Nah, it's hard for me to even look at your face.
Well, that's all you
sickened
get to
me.
look at.
The mess that I had to deal with without the proper equipment.
Psh.
You're so selfish, you think the whole world's just for you?
Yeah, the world is my garbage can.
Oh.
Yeah, I said it. I litter.
Nah.
No, you didn't.
Well, I mean, I did, but that's irrelevant, I
Well,
guess.
then add that to the list when we
I
book.
will.
I wrote it down.
You did something so selfish. You made a lot of other people who were coming after you
Clean up my mess.
sit there for a long time, hoping they'd be okay.
They just had to wait and wait and wait.
You know, the rings that people left with imprinted on their bodies.
Yeah, they had to sit on uncomfortable metal benches with holes in them.
What, did you think they were going to use cardboard instead?
No, I didn't, or did I think they were going to use cardboard? I didn't.
Well, I don't know. Somebody did, but that person was the luckiest out of all of them. The cardboard was the last thing there.
I stole all the places to sit.
Listen, quit the sitting business, all right?
Okay,
You did
all right.
something bad. Somewhere where somebody sits, but then they get up and it's a quick transaction.
Yeah, and you said something about a hole in a metal bench. Maybe it's not a metal bench, but it's another place that people sit with a hole.
A toilet.
Yeah, you made
Yeah, I knew the whole time it had something to do with a toilet. I knew that, of course.
Yeah, you made people sit there a long time because
I made people sit on the toilet. I made people sit and wait while I took too long on the toilet because I had a burrito.
we don't
want to hear about
I mean, that happened to me.
Oh,
We don't want to hear about your dietary issues.
Is your problem when I was sitting on the toilet?
it's what you did after that.
Oh, I didn't flush.
Oh, you had the decency to flush.
I wanted everyone to see it.
Oh, add it to the list, but you did something else.
I didn't wash my hands.
Oh,
Before
God.
that.
We're in a pandemic. Even normally that's wrong. What is wrong? Add it to the list. You took something. You didn't replace.
The toilet paper. I mean, I did all these things. Okay, so I didn't flush. I took too long. I didn't wash my hands. I stole the toilet paper. You don't care about any of that?
We were only in there for the theft, for the crime of not replacing, but now we got a lot of others to list there. Ooh,
So the main problem is I didn't replace the toilet paper.
Exactly.
I knew you wanted to look at it.
Oh,
You're sick.
you're sick. And the fact of the matter is, it's so much worse because of where you did it.
Where I did it. Yeah, I did it on the ferry.
You were cooled off on an open body of water. You were in the opposite place than that.
Yeah.
Opposite of
I was
water.
so landlocked.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
And you were sweating. Did you use some of the toilet paper for your sweat too?
I did. I had to pad my forehead.
I
with
bet you
clean
did.
toilet paper.
Out there. Things are even scarce out there. Those people needed the toilet paper.
In the desert?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You didn't replace the toilet paper in the desert.
But I bet you don't know who I did it with.
Oh, we have an inkling.
And we can't believe that you dragged down a national hero.
A national icon.
Obama wanted to see my poop.
He was the president. How dare you?
I can't say no to Obama.
We're not talking about a former president.
Okay,
We're
he
talking
wasn't
about
there.
somebody that a lot of people think maybe could run for president and definitely maybe would do an amazing job as president. But so far, they've shown no interest in that, probably because they're too smart to run for president.
They're repulsed by the
better
idea.
Obama?
No, it's not Michelle Obama, but if I found out you pulled her into your business, I would slap you so hard you'd Tuesday.
That would be deserved.
What did you think you would do? What did you think? You'd win a free car?
Yeah, what did you think? You'd get a car, you'd get a car, you'd get a car.
I just wanted to tell her to look under her seat and go, everybody gets a free poopy. It was Oprah.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed.
Such a goddess into your mess.
I mean, I was in awe, honestly.
Spell it all out. What did
That's
you?
why I was sweating.
Say it.
Yeah, so I stole all the toilet paper when I was going to the bathroom in a toilet in the desert, and I did it with none other than the amazing Oprah Winfrey.
Get him out of there. Book him.
Oh, whoa.
Book him down.
Wow, that guy was terrible. That was a mess.
That guy was
not a nice guy.
No.
How we got
bad person.
Yeah. Well, thanks for those suggestions, everybody. That was fun. But moving right along here, what do I have here? A bell. Who here has ever said something that they wish they could take back? I know I have. Any of the parents out there? I can't see you, but I bet you have. You have some regrets.
No, we all have.
In this next scene, Holly and Katie are going to be able to take back things that they said. And in fact, they will have to every time I ring this bell. Can you hear that? Should I take off my headset?
No, we can.
Okay, good. All right. So, for example, Katie, why don't you tell me what you had for breakfast this morning?
Today I woke up and had some frosted mini wheats. Today I woke up and had a cactus for breakfast. Today I woke up and had kitty litter.
Kitty litter? Gross. Holly, what are some of your favorite things to do on the weekend?
Oh, I love going kayaking. I love looking for bears. I love standing in one spot and trying not to move a single muscle.
Oh, yes, that's good. It takes a lot of concentration.
That's my favorite.
So that's how this is going to work, but we're going to see Holly and Katie in a scene. So we're going to pretend like they are in the same place. Can I get a suggestion of where this scene might take place, like at a park or at an aquarium? You can raise your hands or whatever. And I am also not sure. Okay, in outer space.
Ooh,
We're in outer space. All right, let the scene begin.
Oh, Gargamel, my fellow alien, what have you today?
Hi, Guggen Goggen. Hi, Goo Goo Gaga. Hi, Booby Lula. It's so nice to see you. I won't say your name again because it's so long.
I know. You can call me BB for short. That's what many of my alien friend folk do too.
Yes. I like that, BB.
Thank you.
I want to tell you something, BB.
Tell me.
I have fallen in love with you. I have fallen into dislike with you. You are scary to look at, and I'm afraid that I can't be your friend anymore, BB.
Oh, is it because of my big antennas and is it because my face is purple, but then the rest of my body is neon green and it's disorienting? My ears look like watermelons and you want to eat them, but then you realize they're my ears and you can't eat them? Is it because I look like a thumb?
The thing I'm scared most about with humans are their thumbs, and you're just a daily reminder of human thumbs.
I get that a lot. It is
I'm
why
sorry.
I am lonely on this planet.
I've been lonely too on I'm very lonely too. And I shouldn't judge someone for what they look like, even though you look like a thumb.
That means a lot because I really want more friends. I'm tired of looking at the ash in the sky all by myself. I'm tired at floating around in my no gravity house all by myself. I'm tired of petting my nuclear lizards I'm of walking out into the lava pools, hot tubs all by myself. Like alien friend, more alien friend folk.
Baby, I understand how you feel. I'm so lonely too. I could go to the lava pools with you. We could bring cookies and lemonade. We could bring hamburgers and sausage. We could bring hats and umbrellas and skip around. We could wear our noses on our butts and our butts on our noses. We could put our teeth in a jar and then switch teeth. We could sit in the lava and hold hands and say, I love you, baby. We could just go in there and incinerate because it's so hot, but it would be together.
I've never had a better offer in my life.
What do you think?
Thank you.
Yeah, great suggestion.
Yeah. I don't get to be
Looks
an alien a lot of the time. That was a rare treat.
It was a rare treat.
So for this next scene, we're gonna, people have probably been having more and more Zoom calls lately, so we're gonna just do an improvised scene that is just characters over a Zoom call, and we have a suggestion that's in a queen castle. So this will be in a queen castle.
Okay,
Do we
so
want another?
We all work together in the Queen's Castle. Okay. So we all work together in the Queen's Castle. We're on the staff. That's why we're having this conference call meeting. And there's something awkward. There's something awkward we have to talk about. Like one of us maybe is doing something wrong, or there's something awkward that's happening in the castle. What could be happening that's like maybe going to make this meeting a little awkward that has to happen right now? Can you give us a suggestion for that? Maybe some of the parents out there have had to have some awkward meetings with their coworkers.
I'm sure they have.
Yeah.
I'm sure that some of the folks watching had some awkward Zooms with their classmates. Ooh, we got a suggestion.
We got one. All the paper clips got used up.
Okay. Okay. Very problematic in the castle. Okay. Is everyone on? Does everyone have their camera on? I'm new to this technology.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Geraldine, you don't have to put your face right up to the camera, actually.
How are you going to see me if I don't do that? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Geraldine, you can back away just a smidge and we can still see you. Oh, never mind.
Is that good? Is this good?
Geraldine, you look as beautiful as ever. Oh, look at that forehead.
Thank you so much.
Now it's not the time. Now is not the time.
I miss you so much, Geraldine.
I've missed you so much, Reginald. Oh, gosh.
The dungeon is so lonely.
The upstairs terrace is so lame without you.
This is not professional, all right?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just my heart is a flutter.
Ugh. Well, I've called this meeting because we have a very, very important staff issue, all right? Now, I'm not accusing anyone yet, but all of the paper clips have gone. The Queen hasn't been able to get her hand on a single paper clip, and you know how important paper clips are to the Queen. She wears them on her ears. She puts them in her cereal. She uses them for files. We need the paper clips.
How much of my room, how much of the dungeon can you see with this camera back here?
Just the walls and the ceiling.
Walls,
Oh,
but
good. Yes, then I do not have the paper clips.
Samuel, that response is a bit concerning.
No.
Yeah,
Who has them? Who took the paper clips?
It sounds like you have the paper clips.
I don't have. I have. It's. Nope. Just dogs. There's just dogs.
There's dogs in the dungeon.
Yes, it's the dog dungeon now. It's kind of fun, actually.
That's a huge security breach if there are dogs in the dungeon. We need to have a whole separate meeting about that.
The Queen's highly allergic. Are they hypoallergenic?
That's why they are in the dungeon and why I have made little cages out of tiny. There's no cages.
Out of. Finish that sentence?
Samuel.
No.
Samuel. So first of all, you're telling us that you've put multiple dogs into the dungeon when the Queen is highly allergic, and it goes against the security briefing number 3, and you've somehow made cages.
Did I say that?
Yes.
I didn't hear myself say that.
You don't want us to see the rest of your dungeon cell. So
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
you showed us nothing, Samuel.
No, I didn't.
You're barely moving the camera.
Hmm.
I can see more of Geraldine's room than I can see of yours, and her forehead is taking up.
That's amazing. He's amazing.
Oh, good God.
Your forehead.
I'm
I just
afraid
want to
of
climb
paper
it.
clips. Just I have a full paper clipophobia. I don't know that it was me that took them because I'm scared of them. So
How do we know you didn't take the paper clips?
because I'm afraid I've got paper clipophobia. I
No,
told you.
not you. You over there.
Me?
Yes.
The Queen's first servant lady? Of course not. I wouldn't even have the chance to take the paper clips.
Oh,
I'm Queen
what's
all
this
day
on your
long.
wrist?
Get back in your cage.
Samuel,
What
Yes.
was that on your wrist?
There was certainly not a puppy wanting to play with a tug-of-war toy made out of tiny things that hold paper together typically, but also might not be paper clips.
that was a terribly formed sentence. And also, I'm concerned about the dogs playing with the paper clips in their mouth. That is a horrible way to make a
They're
toy.
totally fine. They're not going to choke on the paper clip.
Samuel,
Okay,
how dare you?
How dare I?
How dare you? This is not just a breach of your job here in the castle. It is treason.
Yeah, fine. I'm sorry.
That is your response.
I just thought if I could get the dogs to do a trick with paper clips, then I would get Geraldine over her phobia of paper clips, and then she would finally want to marry me.
I already do want to marry you.
Oh my God, I want to kiss that forehead.
I wish you could right now.
Me too.
I detest that you are my employees.
Yes, this is highly unprofessional, as you said, but
What then?
if
What?
it's unprofessional, I don't want to be professional.
What are we going to do then? Okay.
I'm
Samuel,
gonna kiss his
how
nose.
do you make this up to the queen?
Do it.
Come again?
Do it.
That is not even a response. It's barely a sentence.
Just do it.
Do it. Just do it.
Just
Well,
do it.
You're quoting Nike to me? You're quoting Nike to me?
Whoosh.
Just do it.
It's
So
clear
cute.
that the two of you are more concerned about your puppies and your marriage with each other to actually work in this castle. So Samuel, I suggest you return all the paper clips to me. You move in with Geraldine. Your dogs and you both live happily ever after. We'll send you a fruit basket or I don't know, shortbread tea, whatever the British people eat.
I was blocking you out, but actually that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna take you up on that. I'm coming, Geraldine.
I'll unlock the door.
Turn the paper clips by Monday. Oh,
Oh, this is the wrong place. Whoops.
I hate my job. And Dean!
The queen. The queen. The queen. Are we having fun out there?
Woo!
We can't get a response, but
Can't get a response. That's never good, but we're having fun. We're having fun. So,
The
now,
next step, we're doing the speech.
oh yes, we have a very special treat. So, yes. So Katie, if you press pause, Katie and I are gonna press pause. Ari is going, oh, another thing we don't know about Ari is that he is like a big speech maker. People hire him from all places in the world to give speeches because he's like an expert on almost anything. So today we're gonna ask you to give us what Ari is an expert in today. What is he giving a speech on?
send us your suggestions. Do.
Anything in the world. What is Ari an expert in today? What will he be giving
Worm
us?
Worm
farming.
farming.
Oh, Ari is going to be really happy about that one. All right. But
How did you guys know that Ari would love that?
Ari would
I do.
love nothing more than to have a worm farm.
Or an ant farm.
It's not going to happen.
Bees.
Not going to happen. So the fun thing about this speech, though, is that Katie will actually be acting as Ari's voice. So you won't see her, but you will hear her through Ari as he gives this speech. So he's going to have to give this speech with Katie's voice on worm farming. Here we go.
Hello. Good morning. My name is Stanley, and I'm a worm farmer. I love worms. I think I'm kind of a worm myself. I can sometimes not even figure out where my head is or where my tail is, and I'm just a big worm. If I could marry a worm, I would. I mean, not really, but maybe. In my next life, I hope to be a worm. I've got some news today, and it's not the best news ever. Okay, so brace yourself. Take a seat. My worms have escaped. They've escaped quickly. They're not armed, but they've escaped. They literally don't have arms, is what I meant. That was a worm joke. My favorite worm joke, really. I am so afraid for the town of Provincetown because the worms are gonna eat everything. And as much as I love worms, I don't want Provincetown to go away. It's frightening. So as a worm expert, a worm farming expert, I want you to know, don't feed them. They can get aggressive. Earthworms can grow to be 7.5 feet if they're overfed. They're only 7 inches now, but they could quadruple in size, and I don't want you to get hurt. So this is what I say. This is my worm acronym. I'm so freaked out, sorry. W, walk away. Just walk. If you see a worm, walk. You gotta walk right away. O stands for, that's a worm. Identify the worm after you walked away. That's tricky, but I want you to look back and say, was that a worm? And then keep walking. R is next. R, the letter R. Ring the nearest police station and tell them you found a worm. After R is M. Make yourself a lemonade because you're a worm expert now. You've identified a worm. You've walked away. You've said, that's a worm. You've rang the local authorities and said, I found a worm. And then you've made yourself a lemonade and pat yourself on the back because you're an expert now. Thank you so much for watching.
I probably enjoyed that more than anyone. But
Yeah, that was fun. Can we just do that even when we're not doing a show?
yeah. I like Ari's voice so much better when it's actually Katie.
It's a worm!
Well, and now we're all worm experts, everybody. So that is really special. So we're going to play one last game for you. And what is going to happen in this game is that you're going to give us the location of where we are. We can imagine we're all in the same place, some amazing place all together, like we all wish we could be. And then whatever first word we say in the scene has to be the next letter of the alphabet. So the scene will start with a word that begins with A, and then the next, whoever speaks next has to start their sentence with B, and so on until we get to Z. And that's how it's going to go.
Fun. And if we do mess up, someone else is going to tag us in, right? Are we starting this with 2 peeps?
Yes, do with 2 people.
Oh, okay.
And if somebody messes up, here, I'll hide. And then when somebody messes up.
You can press pause on your video.
Oh, okay. Yes, do that.
So I'll
Figuring
let
it
you
out,
two.
the technology.
So I'm going to have Holly and Ari start this scene. Could we get a suggestion of a relationship between 2 people to start this scene? Send us whatever you've got. Like doctor and patient, teacher and student.
Oh, yeah. And where we are, maybe, if it doesn't come, if it doesn't.
Piano teacher and student.
Ooh.
All right, here we go.
All right, I've prepared my homework of Beethoven's Ninth.
Beethoven's Ninth is a very hard one to learn, so do you have it?
Certainly, that's what you assigned me, Mr. Mortimer.
Don't get fresh with me.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to be fresh. I was just explaining that I prepared what you had asked me to prepare.
Forget it, I'm just heightened today.
Gee, you want to talk about it?
No, I don't.
How could I talk about it with a student?
I'm a real good listener, and my my dads fight all the time, and often I am having to moderate and act as a couples therapist for them. So I'm used to it.
Jeez. That's a lot for a kid.
Kinda, but I don't mind. Why don't you
Look.
tell me what's up?
Look, it's just it's embarrassing, okay? And you're a kid. You're not a real human. You know, you're just a student.
My goodness, I wasn't aware that kids weren't human.
No. No, I guess I didn't mean it like that, but you wouldn't get my problem. Okay? You wouldn't.
Oh, just try me, Mr. Mortimer. It's not good to keep feelings bottled up inside like in a jar. You want to unscrew the jar and let those feelings out.
Poop. I pooped my pants while I was teaching my last student today. He was bringing it home, playing the keys, and one fart led to a poop.
Quack.
Quiet! You can't share that with the world.
Really? You convinced me to share.
Sharing the fact that you pooped your pants. Mm-mm. That reminds me of the time when my dad left a dump in a toilet in the desert with Oprah.
Too much information. Your father, Tony, is a good friend of mine. Listen, you made me feel safe to share.
Undeniably.
Vulnerable. I was vulnerable. And then you shamed me for my story.
Why don't we just get back to the piano lesson?
Xylophone. Piano has traumatized me. You're going to learn xylophone now.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Zippity doo dah.
Zippity
Zippity day. My, oh my, what a
wonderful day.
That will be our first song on the xylophone.
Yay! Did we skip K? I'm not sure. Maybe somebody in the audience knows.
I don't know. If we did, let us know and tell us what we should have said. All right. Come back, Katie.
I'm really trying hard, but it's not letting.
Wow. Well, we don't necessarily need to see Katie for our question and answer, but we'll hope she comes back. We would love to open it up to anyone out there if you have any questions for us. We all do. Normally, we perform in Provincetown in person on the stage, but we've all been doing improv for a long, long time. Yay! Together and and on our own, and we'd love, if anybody has any questions, we'd love to answer them.
In the meantime, Holly, how did you get into improv? Or what do you like about it?
Oh, wow. I got into improv when I was really young because I was fortunate enough that my parents, well, fortunate, some might say, my parents are both artists and had a children's theater group, and I kind of just by blood had to be part of it, but I also happen to love it. And I started realizing that I liked playing the improv games more than I liked rehearsing the actual plays. And so then I started taking improv classes outside of that. And so I've been doing it since I was like 7 years old.
The audience would like to know, did anybody go to school for acting? I did not. I'm not a
I did not
very
either.
good actor.
I did actually. I did theater all throughout high school and stuff, and then I went to college I majored in theater and dance, and concentrated also in theater education, which now that's what I do. I teach drama outside of performing it as well, and I love doing that. Any other questions?
Katie, did you?
I did not go to school for acting. No.
But you are a good actor.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You are too. Do we
They
have a
wanna know-
favorite improviser? Do we have a favorite improviser?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Tricky question.
Yeah. Amy Poehler, the actress, if you guys know her, she's actually an amazing improviser. Maya Rudolph, who was on SNL for a while too, she's also an amazing improviser.
Wayne Brady is an amazing improviser. A lot of people don't know that he also does what's called long form, he's very impressive. And
He's on Broadway like all
Yeah.
the time.
because he likes to sing, and somebody asked if we like to sing, and we do love to sing.
We
We
love
love
to
to
sing.
sing.
And sometimes actually, last family week, last year when we got to be in person, we actually did a musical show. We partnered with a band called Ants on a Log, who we love. They're awesome. And we did a musical show with some of our students. So hopefully we'll get to do that again next summer.
Oh,
Yep.
some people want to know if we can sing for them. I don't know how it would work on Zoom because it might be a delay.
Is there
But-
a
But I'm
particular
down
song?
to try a little song.
Yeah, can we get a suggestion for a song?
What should the song be about?
Oh yeah, you know what? If you give us a suggestion of something, we can all improvise a mini song about that thing. Each of us will do our own little song.
Eating ice cream and candy in Provincetown.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I said let's do a verse chorus.
A verse chorus. Okay. I think singing all together might be really hard though.
I want to try it. So what was it? Eating ice cream and candy in Provincetown.
Okay.
Okay.
Candy and ice cream, candy and ice cream, candy and ice cream in Provincetown.
Candy and ice
cream.
Candy and ice cream. Candy and ice cream in Provincetown. It doesn't work so well, but I'm gonna keep going. I was eating some chocolate ice cream and it was really hot.
I had fudge and lollipops and it was very hot.
And then I walked by the beach, a taffy in my mouth.
And the ice cream fell off my cone and then I sneezed a lot of snot. Candy and ice cream.
Candy
Ice cream. Candy and ice cream.
Town.
There we go. We tried it.
So you asked if we
With
like
no
to sing.
music?
We like to. You'll be the judge of our skill level because that was a little wild.
Yeah, but yeah, we love to do musical improv with the pianist and in person.
We're much better when we can all hear the music all together.
Hop in the car right now and come see us live.
And if you're sneezing, the lesson of that song had a lesson. It was sneeze only when you're wearing a mask outside, and if you don't, you'll lose your ice cream.
Yes.
So, any other questions?
Katie, how did you start doing improv?
I took classes. Everybody kept telling me I was really funny, so I started taking classes and then fell in love with it. And that's actually how I met Holly and Ari. We've been 3 of us have been best friends for like 5 years now, 6 years.
I mean, I was friends with you for 6, but I guess it was only 5.
Well, Ari, let's save it for later, okay? Wipe the tears off your cheek.
You don't actually even have to go to school for acting if you want to do improv. There are improv theaters all around the country where you can take classes there and you can start performing there. So
We're Family Week next year.
Yeah,
Holly and Katie teach, and they're wonderful.
We'll have a program next year, hopefully, and we would love to have you there.
Holly's actually a professor of comedy at Emerson.
Just a little, not. And if any of our students from last year happen to be watching, we want to give a huge hello, and we miss you, and we wish that we were with you in person, and we hope we see you again next year. We had so much fun with you last summer.
Well, this has been so much fun.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
This is the first time we have gotten a chance to actually do improv together all summer. So thank you all so much for watching and letting us do this.
Yeah.
For having us.
Oh my gosh, thank you all. I've just been cracking up, having so much fun. Thank you. And I just want to also thank, oh, we've got a special visitor. This is my little one this would have been her first family week, so she wanted to come and say hi. And I just want to thank you everyone from Provincetown. Thank you, Johnson & Johnson Care with Pride, for supporting family equality and for Family Week. And don't forget to sign up for a free Care with Pride package. So you can, you can get a little bit of Family Week with you at home. And for folks watching, I hope you had as much fun as we did. And I hope you will consider supporting family equality and supporting Family Week. And we can't wait to see you next year. So thanks everybody. Happy virtual Family Week from my family. Let's see, we've got my mom and Cora. So thank you all, from our family to your family. Happy Family Week.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
joining us and for having us.
Yeah.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.